Hi, Daily Friends. Chris is going to watch the video. This one is interesting. This one is called YouTuber Mass Murder Morbid Reality Files number 2. I believe this is about the YouTuber Mr. Anime, who I've heard of. But I want to watch it because I have not watched Regan Bot Horror's take on it, so I want to watch it and see what she thinks of it. So let's check it out. Okay. What happened? Oh.
A YouTuber on the rise driven to murder. An entire family gunned down in cold blood in a sinister plot to take the lives of at least 70 more. On today's episode of Morbid Reality, we document the rise and fall of Trey Sessler, better known by the internet as Mr. Anime. Trey Eric Sessler was born on August 8, 1989, to a loving family comprised of his mother Rhonda, father Lawton Ray, and a single older brother named Mark. As Trey grew older, he soon realized that he had a passion for film, and it's this very love for the craft that led to the eventual creation of his YouTube channel Lenscap Productions in September of 2006. There, Trey posted numerous short films and skits, some even featuring his mother and brother. It was precisely a year and 5 days later that Trey announced he would begin shifting his channel's primary focus to another passion of his, animation, specifically of the Japanese variety. From this day on, Trey Sessler would be known as Mr. Anime, one of the founding members of the anime review community on YouTube, and according to many, an inspiration for similar channels to come.
It seems normal, doesn't he?
When a third passion of Trey's became apparent, his love of
seems so normal.
Over the next 5 years, Trey would deliver review after review, discussing everything he knew and loved about anime, while also occasionally uploading gun-themed skits and even a few weapons demonstration videos. None of this, of course, was cause for concern amongst Trey's fanbase. Sure, he may have been a weapons enthusiast, but Trey himself openly condemned gun violence in a 2009 rant video in which he discussed the media buzz surrounding mass shootings that were taking place in the US at the time.
Hey everybody, Season 2 here, and today I'm writing on something a little bit, right? Yes, I'm writing on something a little bit anime unrelated. I'm ranting on all the shootings that have been happening. I'm a firearms owner myself, but it is a little bit disturbing to know that you could be a victim in something like this at these times.
But he did it though, after he filmed these videos.
But sometimes
it sucks.
It does. But seriously,
yes, it's a good.
Yahoo, I'm like, well, time to see what today's shooting is, and hey,
shootings happen every fucking day almost. Every day on the news you hear it. Why? What the fuck is up with this fucking planet?
On May 13th of 2012, Trey uploaded a video titled Mr. Anime's New Job. In it, he details how he just found full-time employment for an unnamed production company thanks to the work he had been doing at home.
What did that say?
He also...
Sorry guys, what did that say?
Mr. Anime's New Job. In it, he details how he just found full-time employment for an
unnamed production
company
okay.
Thanks to the work he had been doing at home. He also reassured his audience that while uploads may be slowing down, that the channel was in great health and that he had no plans of quitting YouTube anytime soon. This, unbeknownst to Trey and his fans alike, would be the last time he was seen on camera as a free man. Just 1 week following Trey's update, horrifying accusations sent shockwaves throughout YouTube's anime community.
You haven't heard, Trey Sessler, aka Mr. Anime, has been arrested for suspicion of, he's been arrested and charged with murdering and shooting and murdering his mother, his father, and his brother.
It turns out that in the early hours of March 20th, 2012...
The scary thing is, no questions why he fucking did it.
The murder spree began with Trey's mother, whom he lured to the garage before mercilessly firing into her chest 4 times, causing her to collapse in front of him. From inside the house, Trey's brother Mark began to call out, complaining about the noise. It's then when Trey swiftly made his way back into the home, passing his brother in the hallway before re-emerging from his room with a different gun and delivering 2 shots. Mark, although wounded, managed to crawl into the nearby bathroom and to lock the door as Trey began to make his way to their parents' bedroom, where their barely conscious father had been resting. After shooting his father twice, Trey decided to retrace his steps, later admitting to police that he wanted to ensure that his family was in fact dead and that no one was suffering from their injuries. Trey then broke down the bathroom door and delivered the final blows to his brother, who had been curled up on the floor in the fetal position.
Jesus, that's a sad story.
Shortly after the killings, Trey continued his rampage, tearing the house apart piece by piece and scribbling apology letters on the walls and doors.
That's
One
scary.
of which read, "Why did I do this? I love my mom, dad, and brother." Police were later sent over to the Sessler residence by concerned relatives.
He regrets
and
it,
soon
but
discovered the family's corpses.
still,
Trey, however,
can't do anything about it,
continued to
sadly.
Later that day, Trey was finally located and arrested, and it's then that even more disturbing details began to emerge. According to Trey himself, he'd been plotting a mass murder, claiming that he had plans to open fire on his old high school campus, possibly during a homecoming event. Other versions of his plan included running a car into the school's cafeteria or opening fire on a local festival that took place each year. Trey
I
began
don't
to
even know how
explain to
old he
officers
was
that he had
at
thought
the
about
time.
these plans in great detail.
He's running in
and
prison
even
now,
studied the
though.
crimes of past mass murders to piece together his own perfect plan, a foolproof plot to take out as many as he possibly could, with an ultimate goal of ending at least 70 lives. He noted how each mass murder had their strengths and weaknesses, even going as far as to organize a detailed rating system based on effectiveness, weapons used, and the total number of victims killed. It's because of this plan, Trey noted, that his family had to be killed. That way, they wouldn't have the burden of shame brought about by his actions. Just a few hours after killing his family, Trey found himself in the parking lot of nearby Wallace Junior High School, armed with an assault rifle and hundreds of rounds. This, as he put it in a later interview, was his opportunity to carry out what he had been planning for so long. Trey, however, ultimately didn't go through with his plan, later telling police it was because everything had gotten, quote, too real. Although Trey had been planning to commit mass murder for quite some time, the slaying of his family, however, seemed almost completely unplanned. When questioned by police about whether or not Trey had...
He's wanted to feel the adrenaline. That's all he wanted.
Trey said, "If I
Wanted to
would
know
have
how
woken
it
up
felt to
that day
kill."
and you would have come to me and asked, 'Are you going to kill your family tonight?' I would have definitely said no." So far, no real motive has been established, and Trey has since pleaded guilty to his crimes and is currently serving a life sentence without the possibility of parole. He's noted many times how he'll never be able to forgive himself for his actions, and how he feels as though he deserves to be behind bars.
Well, he does.
Before this video ends, I'd like to give a huge thank you to each and every one of my patrons.
Okay. Yeah, I heard about this case like a couple years ago. Man, it's a fucked one. This and what's the other kid's name? Randy Stair and the one I acted to earlier, that Lee Felton. I mean, people are crazy, man. You hear about these shooting shit on the fucking news, it's scary shit. You hear about it shit on the fucking news, I'm like, yep, time to see what next shooting is, and yeah. But he was doing so well, but he just wanted to kill. He wanted to feel the adrenaline, to see how it felt. Yeah. With that said, thanks for watching, take care, peace out, and yeah, bye.